Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading all about guidance from spirit that is meant to find you right now. So if you're seeking guidance and you really want to connect with your spirit guides or spirit in general just to get some advice or some wisdom about what it is that you're currently going through or just some insight in general, then you clicked on the right video. The way that these videos work is I have 4 different groups in front of me today. Over here we have a group number 1. This one has some rose quartz on top of it, and if you're drawn to group number 1, that's going to be all of the messages from spirit, and that's going to be your group. If you are drawn to group number 2 with the Amethyst, that's going to be your group. If you're drawn to group number 3 with the Citrine, this one's going to be your group. And then group number 4, we have some Phoenix Pine. So depending on which crystal or which pile you're the most called towards, that's your intuition speaking to you, and that's going to be the wisdom and guidance that you're meant to hear today from spirit. So thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. I am so excited to dive into the guidance and give you the messages from spirit today. You can take a moment, you can pause the video for as long as you'd like in order to tap into your intuition and find which group is calling to you the most. However, intuition usually speaks very quickly, and usually it'll be the group that you're just drawn to right off the bat without even thinking about it. But another way that you can tap into your intuition if you are having troubles with that is you can close your eyes and wait for a number between 1 and 4 to pop into your head, and that's going to be the group that is meant for you. The first number that pops into your head without you even thinking about it, that's your intuition. And then there's timestamps linked down below in the comment box as well as the description box so that you can skip right ahead to your personal reading where we're going to connect to spirit to bring you a message today that you need to hear right now that's going to help uplift you or help motivate you to move you forward or to help you solve any problems that you might currently be facing and all of that. So that is the whole premise of today's video, and I am super excited to get into it. Hope you are too, and without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. All right, my group 1s, my rose quartz pile. If you chose this one, this is going to be your reading, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group 1s, your first 2 cards, we have We Are All One, Love All Creatures for We All Share the Same Life Force, and then the love within you is infinite. Share it freely with the world. Your first message or guidance from spirit is a message about forgiveness, especially about anyone that you might still hold a grudge with or that you haven't been able to forgive. I get the feeling that this is somebody who you were close to at one time, or somebody who you thought you were supposed to be close to. Like, this could be a past ex or a past lover that's like, you know, we don't have a very good past with, or it could even be a family member such as a mother or father or sibling that we've had some qualms with, that we've created some tension with in the past, that maybe we have not been able to forgive or let go of, and it's still affecting us today. And Spirit wants you to know that the best thing for you is to forgive and let go and to open your heart. That is the biggest guidance that's coming through right now. The love within you is infinite. Share it freely with the world, and realizing we are all one. Love all creatures, for we all share the same life force. You know, there's this reminder that, you know, we all make mistakes and we're all doing the best we can from whatever it is that we currently know. And sometimes, you know, we have fears that come up or other things that come up that can kind of like cloud us or cause us to do things that, you know, we didn't maybe intend to hurt somebody, but the consequences of it is that it did. And sometimes we need to let go. However, Spirit also wants you to know, you might be listening to this and you might be like, oh my God, I don't want to forgive this person, or this person doesn't deserve my forgiveness, or whatever the case may be. Spirit agrees with you in that sense that, you know, some people, like, we shouldn't ever forgive to the point of, you know, letting them cross those boundaries ever again, or necessarily letting them back into our lives. However, it is one of the most powerful things when we can heal our own heart. We don't need to invite somebody back in, especially if we don't want them to come back in. And I want to point out that this is a general reading, so depending on your personal circumstances, maybe you do want to rekindle this relationship and make it good, especially if it's it's maybe a family member or something like that. Or for example, if it's a very toxic ex and we're like, no way in hell am I ever letting that person back in my life, that's totally okay. Spirit is saying you do not need to let this person back in. However, Spirit is saying that it's going to be so powerful for you to let go of the hurt and the pain so that you're no longer carrying around that toxic energy with you, especially moving forward into future relationships or into future circumstances. Because sometimes when we're still carrying that energy, that negative energy, it can, you know, it's like we're literally drinking poison constantly, and we're carrying that around, and it eats away at us on the inside. And so Spirit really wants you to practice ways to release and forgive so that you can open up, so that you can bring back love into your life, and so that you can feel love and receive love to its fullest, and also be able to give love to its fullest. But we do need to forgive and let go and come back to a place of just pure love and pure good intentions. And it's so interesting that I put rose quartz on this group, because this is absolutely the crystal that deals with heart healing. It also deals with forgiveness. It deals with loving ourselves and being able to open the channels of giving and receiving love to its fullest potential. So that's like your main message that's coming through right now. So again, we don't need to necessarily forgive that person in the sense that we invite them back into our lives, unless that's something that we really feel called to do and we want to do. However, there is also ways of being able to let go of the pain that we are carrying from our past, so that we don't need to recreate it or continue pulling it into our future or even into our present moment, because that's no good and that's no fun. And Spirit is just saying like you don't need to carry that anymore, and it's going to be so liberating for you to let go of that. And I see you over here being so liberated and so free as you let go of it. I see this forgiveness of you just in your mind, creating this strength within you. Like this leopard is this pure energy of just strength and being able to move forward. If you think about like how fast they run and how agile they are, they can really just move like and conquer anything. And I just see this as you unleashing yourself and being able to let that wild, loving side back out, and have this fearless type of energy, wearing your heart on your sleeve. And look at this openness. It's like giving and being so open to receiving as well. And I just see that going through this process is just going to open up so many channels for you to give and receive in new ways. And it's going to be really beautiful. Okay, we also have 3 of Cups being reversed. So this definitely may have been even like a friendship or someone, again, that we were really close to. And Spirit is again saying like they don't need to come back into your life by any means, unless again you feel really called to do so. But if there's no trust there, it's like you don't have to. There's no one saying that in order to heal and find forgiveness that you have to let them back into your life. That's like not the case at all. But I am seeing as well, as you go through this like release, ooh, it's going to bring you more back to the zest and the fun of life. And it's going to bring you so much closer to different people to make like deeper relationships. We also have the Page of Wands as well. This is going to lead to a whole new beginning for you, especially in terms of like adventure, feeling this inner spark, feeling laughter, feeling fun. The cheetah energy or leopard, cheetah, leopard, and then also this Page of Wands is giving me this very like wild, free type of energy. Being able to really zoom towards your goals with this fun, this laughter, and this really great, beautiful energy. So yeah, one of the biggest guidances that's coming through is that. And I'm also seeing with the Page of Wands, like a new interest coming in for you, something new that's going to just spark you alive, and it's just going to be so exciting. This could be even like a romantic prospect coming into your life and us being so zestful and excited. This could also be a new friendship coming in that we just feel lights us up, and we feel like we're able to have fun and we're able to really receive and give and get closer in our relationships, and just in general having so much more fun in life. So much more fun. We also have the High Priestess being reversed. Oh, this is going to allow you to open up, because one of the things about the High Priestess, when she's upright, she is very on guard. However, usually the High Priestess, even when she's upright, she's on guard within balance. But when she's reversed, I'm really feeling like the message for you is this ability to have this openness, but this reminder that there's a beautiful balance between being open, but also being able to lay down boundaries. So that's going to be a very important aspect of your healing, is like being open, but also laying down boundaries so that you can be open and you can trust. Because when we lay down those boundaries and when we honor our boundaries, then we begin to trust our choices, our decisions. We're able to feel more comfortable being open and all those types of things. What else do we have for you? The Hermit being reversed. Yes, this is coming out. Feeling like it's safe to just be you, to come out of the cave. The Hermit is very introspective and very private, and they are kind of exploring themselves a lot, and they tend to be a bit more introspective and a bit more introverted. When the Hermit is reversed, I see this as you coming out of your shell, being so open and really beginning to move a lot of energy forward in your life. There's going to be a huge gush of forward moving energy as we release and let go of anything that like hurt us in the past. And as we forgive that, I think as you forgive that, that's going to be what allows you to have your freedom back. The Fool card. This is going to be what totally allows you to take new chances. Perhaps there's been an energy where we've felt guarded, like we can't take a new chance. Maybe there's been an energy that it's too scary to like make the first move, or to put yourself out there, or to express your thoughts and feelings. Maybe there's been an energy where we've been scared to do that. Maybe we fear rejection, or we fear getting hurt again. And what I'm seeing through this healing and through this forgiveness is you being able to open back up, to also still have proper boundaries in your life, and to come back to a place of fun, laughter, freedom, being able to totally like not hold yourself still. This is like taking a chance, right? Everything requires us taking a chance. Like if we want to fall in love, we have to take a chance on somebody. If we want to find the career of our dreams, we're going to have to take risks and chances. And the Fool card is when we are feeling able and ready to take those risks and chances. And I see you moving into that energy through this release. And I'm just seeing like the things that you're possibly even doing right now are really helping you heal. Maybe you're already doing certain things like therapy, or reading books, or doing some reflective introspection, or even distancing yourself from those people who have been negative and been causing this negative energy. Maybe you've already been distancing yourself from them, and Spirit is like, yes, these are all the right choices. These are all the right decisions to help liberate you, to bring you back to your core center, to bring you back to who you're meant to be, who is able to give and receive love so freely, so openly, to come back to this energy of laughter, of fun, of joy, to be able to feel like you can trust the people that you are surrounded by. Spirit is saying you 100% deserve that, to trust the people that you're surrounded by. If you don't trust them, or if you feel like they're a negative influence, or they continue to put you down or steal your energy or anything of the sort, Spirit is like, those people are not, they're not your people, right? You deserve so much more. And I think, you know, your journey of being able to create boundaries, your journey of liberating yourself, finding forgiveness, finding healing, coming out of your shell to take that chance again is going to really like help you open up, to help you heal, to help you experience the most out of life. And yeah, it's so interesting that we had rose quartz on this group, because that's like the perfect crystal for this whole reading so far. So let's go ahead and dive into our next oracle deck to see some more information for you. So my group ones, what other guidance from spirit do we have? We also have righteousness. So one message that I'm getting from this is sometimes when we go through different situations where it involves like other people, or if it involves like deep decisions that we have to make, sometimes we can get stuck in feeling like questioning what's right. Is it right for me to forgive this? Or is it right for me to hold on to my pain? Because if I forgive them, does that mean that I'm just like saying that it's okay to treat me like that? And one thing I want to make clear is that just because you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean what they did is now okay. You can forgive somebody from a place of understanding that we're all human, we all make mistakes, but it doesn't mean you ever need to rekindle that relationship. It doesn't mean you ever need to let them back into your life, right? Like, you can heal for your own benefit, for your own good, right? To release the situation, to release the past. But you can also be righteous in your feelings of whether or not you want to rekindle that, or whether or not you're going to reopen back up to that, right? You are right. And I would say listening to your heart, listening to your gut, your intuition is going to be your best guidance in this situation. That's going to be your best guidance. Okay. And even if somebody feels right for the way that they treated you, if you don't feel like it's right, then it doesn't have to be right for you. So the righteousness, like listening to what is right for you. You don't deserve to be holding on to pain for the rest of your life. And you know, you also are right in whatever it is that you feel that you want to do moving forward. You are totally right in those feelings. So listen to them, right? This is a choice that you can make for you depending on what's right for your situation. I really feel like this card wants to come out. Alchemical force. This is an energy when we transmute old or lower negative energy and we transmute it into something positive. This is the path of healing. The alchemical force is the card and the path that tells us how to heal. Right when we can reflect on the situation and gain wisdom or pull some sort of learning from the situation, that's where we're able to let go and heal from it. And we're also able to look at the situation and be thankful for it. That is the moment that you liberate the negative energy. Because right when you're able to pull something positive from it, you alchemize something that was negative, and all of a sudden you alchemize it to something that's beneficial and positive, and then you're thankful for it. You know, I'm sure that we all have at least something within our past that was negative, but yet it taught us something. So when we look back on it, we don't regret it. We're actually like, oh, I'm so thankful that that happened because it taught me this. Or I'm so thankful that it happened because it taught me this. That is what happens when you've integrated and healed that type of pain. That's what happens. And that's the alchemy of emotions. That's the alchemy of wisdom. That's where wisdom comes. It's a type of like character building. And sometimes we're not ready to do that right away. Sometimes we still have to like process the emotions and do a bunch of stuff. However, whenever we do feel ready to do that, whenever we are feeling ready to like heal and reflect and do all of that, that is what will happen. This alchemical force within you that takes something negative and all of a sudden makes it positive. And that's a point of healing, right? It doesn't mean we need to see the entire situation as like some positive event. Like, yes, it came with its pains. Yes, it came with its hardships. But when you can extract the wisdom, that's internal alchemy. So that is part of this message. Let's go ahead and dive into some more cards here to see what else we get, my group ones. What else do we have for my group ones? The guidance from spirit today. Beloved, radical acceptance. Look at that. Look at that, my group ones. Beloved, you are so beloved. And as you radically accept Like, okay, this is what happened. Let me let go of it. Let me liberate myself because I deserve to feel free. I deserve to feel good. I deserve to feel open, and I deserve to manifest the life and the future of my dreams. I deserve to be loved. To be loved. Radical acceptance. Knowing and seeing the fact that you so deserve to be loved. And being your #1 advocate for that. Releasing anything that holds you back and does not give you that, and realizing that it is totally okay to remove yourself, to distance yourself, to even create strong boundaries of like no contact ever again, depending on your situation. But still giving yourself the freedom to let go and forgive so that your heart can be free. So let's see, what else do we get here for you, my group ones? Let's see. Oh, I'm feeling like that card really wants to come out. Mindful, groupthink. I see that in the future, you're going to be so surrounded by people that are on the same wavelength as you and also think like you, which is going to be such a breath of fresh air. I just see that over these next, Spirit is telling me about 2 years. Over these next 2 years, you'll notice that different people start somehow falling away from your life. But these were people that weren't on the same wavelength. They didn't have the same values or interests, or, they didn't treat you the way that you're meant to be. And I see that over these next 2 years, throughout these next 2 years, you're going to be meeting entirely new people that are going to be so in alignment with you. Groupthink, mindful. These are going to be very aware people that are very mindful of important friendships. These are the type of people that will buy you a gift on your birthday because they genuinely love you. These are the type of people that will remember like, oh, today's the day that you had that big thing going on. How did it go? I want to hear about it. Let's talk about it. Let's go celebrate your wins. Oh, you just accomplished that. Let's go have a time where we celebrate you and we celebrate your milestones. That's the type of people that you're going to be calling into your life and magnetizing into your life over these next 2 years. You might meet some of them very soon, like you might meet one of them within the next 2-ish months is what Spirit is calling me to say, like 2 to 4 months. Usually in general readings, I like to make a broader timeline just to encompass everyone's unique timelines. And so I usually ask Spirit to give me a timeline that encompasses everyone. However, I am feeling like a lot of you, you're going to meet a new special person within the next 2 to 4 months. And over these next 2 years, you're going to be building these new friendships, these new relationships that are much more mindful. They are like soul tribe type of people that are very on your same wavelength. If you are seeking a relationship, I am seeing that you will be meeting a very significant person who's on your same vibe, on your same wavelength, and they're a very mindful person that thinks like you. They are similar to you. They are in alignment with who you are. They love the same as you. They have the similar type of love language to where you are very compatible. And I'm talking about friendships, and I'm talking about if you are single and you're really wanting to meet somebody, I'm seeing that Spirit is saying that as you sort of do this transition, as this metamorphosis happens in your life in regards to your relationships and in regards to your own inner healing, it is going to magnetize people to you. And it will magnetize healthy relationships, a healthy love partner. So that is what's going to be coming through. That is Spirit's guidance and message for you. I do feel like oddly pulling out another card from some other deck. Which one do we want to go into? Let's dive into this deck here. Let's see, my group ones. Any last messages or guidance from Spirit? We have the Seer. The Seer is when we're deeply listening to our intuition, and our intuition is speaking to us on such a deep level. So I feel like you have all of the answers that you've been seeking, you have them within you. And your intuition, Spirit wants you to know that you're strong enough, you are intuitive enough to see exactly what it is that's going to be right for you, where you need to go, what you need to do. The Sun Bear is awakening your inner power, your strength, setting proper boundaries. This is also a time of just illuminating your radiance. Illuminate your power, your radiance. You deserve to step into your power. It is totally right and okay to cut out people who are not in alignment with you, who don't treat you right. And it is totally okay to also forgive and move on. So Spirit wants you to know all of those different things, my group ones. That is Spirit's guidance for you right now, with what you're going through. And I just think so many beautiful, in fact, I know so many beautiful things are right around the corner for you through this healing. It's just mindful relationships, people who are on that same wavelength as you. And again, you are intuitive enough. You are strong enough for all of this. You will get through it. You will get through it with power, with radiance, with divine intuition that's going to lead you to all of the right choices, because your intuition is powerful, and Spirit wants to empower you with that right now and let you know that yes, you can trust yourself. Okay? You are loved. Invite in this alchemical force, step into that power that you have innately, and it will guide you to all of the right places and everything, and you are on the right path. Okay? You are divinely right where you're meant to be. So embrace it, love it, enjoy it, because this will again be one of those things where you look back on it and you're like, oh, I'm so glad I went through that. I'm so happy that that happened, because where it's leading you is just so worth it. All of that groupthink, all of the people who are going to be in your life here on after, the people that you're going to be calling towards you. So again, that is what we have here. My group number ones, thank you so much for joining me here. I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number twos, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, your guidance from Spirit. So let's dive in. All right, my group number twos. So we have keep your heart open even when it hurts, find wisdom in challenges, and then we have open your heart to the magic around you. So your message from Spirit, there is a theme here about keep your heart open your heart. When we open our heart, we have faith. We live our life from a place of love. And one thing that I'm seeing for you, one thing I can absolutely tell you is you're about to open up a world of magic in your life. You are on the precipice of opening up a new chapter that is full of unexpected new changes that are going to be like some of your brightest times that you've ever had in your life yet, okay? One thing that I'm sort of feeling from this group as well, though, with these two cards that we have, it seems like there's something that you're going through in life right now that might feel like a bit of a challenge or a hurdle or some sort of thing that feels a little bit hard. And there is a message from Spirit. Your guidance is to keep your heart open, to keep moving forward, to have your heart open, to live your life with love, and realize that there's so much magic and abundance waiting for you on the other side of this, okay? Sometimes we go through hard things in life, but we don't really realize that sometimes those hard things are the biggest blessings. And one thing I can tell you right now, my group twos, the hard thing that you're going through right now is going to be one of your biggest blessings yet in your entire life. Keep your heart open to the magic around you. There is so much magic waiting for you on the other side of this. Something that this card is showing me, you know, with these clouds and with this rain, it shows me that, again, you are maybe going through something at the moment, but it's temporary, and Spirit wants you to remember it's temporary. Rain does not last forever. Clouds do not last forever. And once they part, The sun is shining once again. This is also where we get the rainbows. This is where the magic starts ensuing or creating is what I meant to say. This is when it starts cultivating more of that magic. And then guess what happens after the rain? It nourishes all the seeds in the ground. It nourishes all the plants in the ground. It nourishes everything on the earth to then grow and become more prosperous, to become more abundant, to become more healthy. So one thing that Spirit really wants you to know is the thing that you're going through right now, even though it might feel difficult, even though it might feel hard, there might be times when you're just like, I don't have the energy to keep going. Like something that I'm kind of getting from your energy is like feeling either defeated or feeling kind of let down or disappointed in some way, shape, or form with something in your life right now. However, this is about to open up an era of growth, of happiness, of joy, an era of sunshine, of abundance, miracles happening in your life. That's what the rainbows are. That's what this magic is saying. The sun is literally waiting here, shining at its full brightness behind these clouds. And again, clouds, they're only temporary. They do not last forever. They move away. One thing I can promise you right now, and one thing Spirit is promising you right now, is that your sunshine, your magic, your happy era is literally right around the corner, and it's inevitable. It is absolutely coming. It is absolutely there. So keep your heart open. That is your first message here. Keep your heart open even when it hurts. Look at these butterflies that are pouring out of her. There's about to be a moment in your life, in this next chapter, that you are going to feel butterflies again. That it's going to bring you so much joy, so much laughter, so much happiness. But this is also a process right now, I'm hearing from Spirit, of letting go and also keeping your heart open, trusting in the process and trusting in your inner power, trusting in your future, even when it hurts. Find the wisdom in the challenges. Even if you don't see it right now, like sometimes it's so hard to see the wisdom in the challenges when we're in the challenge, but right when we overcome the challenge, that's usually when it's a lot easier to, in retrospect, see the wisdom that was there. So even if you don't see it right now, I promise you, the things that you're going through, when you reflect on them in your future, you are going to see these times as the most beautiful liberations and shifts that brought you to a place of abundance. They are going to make you into like everything that you've been asking for, everything that you've been wanting and more. You know those stories that we always hear from like really successful people, whether they've manifested the love of their life or they manifested becoming like a millionaire or whatever, they all have these stories of starting at some point where something went hugely wrong and it was this massive shift in their life. It caused this massive shift. And then they always say, like, if that never happened to me, I would have never been pushed to make such and such change that led me to this massive big realization, to this massive big opening. You know, they all say that it's in the moments of these like dark nights of the soul or these difficult times that bring them to the magic. So the things that are happening for you right now, group twos, are bringing you to your magic. And your biggest guidance is keep your heart open even when it hurts. Because there's going to be wisdom in this challenge. And whatever it is that you're going through right now is literally such a pivotal, important aspect that's going to bring you to your magic. It's going to bring you to your abundance, to the fulfillment of many desires that you have. And Spirit just really wants you to know that. They really want you to keep looking forward and keep your head up. So the next card that we have 3 of Pentacles. This is when we work towards a goal. They have a goal and they are working towards it. They are putting their effort in. They are keeping their sights set up high. They are climbing the ladder. They are not staying stuck. And so one of the guidances coming through right now is finding maybe like-minded people, because this card does deal with like collaborations or teamwork or finding somebody else who can help motivate us or at least support us along the way. So I would say that one of the most important aspects of your journey is finding somebody that you can be open with, that maybe they're on a similar path as you, and you can share your journey together and support each other on this journey of attaining a big goal. You know, when we find like-minded people, it can be so supportive, it can be so motivating to share your experience, to share that path, to share that journey. I'm also seeing that possibly even connecting to people or finding inspiration through other people who've gone through something similar and maybe created and manifested what it is that you want to create and manifest. So looking at other people's stories and finding like-minded people is going to help motivate you through this, and it's going to help give you the wisdom that you need, because this card says skills, shared goals, work and learning, and then pooling energy. And it's also collaboration and teamwork. So this is having your goal and then learning. So learning through other people, gaining that wisdom, and pooling your energy into a common focus. That's going to be what brings you where you're meant to go, right? Transition phases can feel like interesting, to say the least. They can feel difficult because it's change and we're stepping into the unknown. But your unknown, oh my gosh, Spirit is like, just you wait and see what you get, because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And these clouds are parting. They're only temporary. We also have Ace of Cups being reversed. So another one of your main messages of guidance here is to focus on what is fulfilling, what's going to fill your cup back up. That is such an important message for you. What is going to fill your cup back up? What are the things you love, my group number twos? What are those things that you love? Do you love making yourself a hot cup of tea and reading and taking a bath? Or do you love, meeting up with people or having like a very special friend that can come over and you're working on your goals together, you're making vision boards together? Like, what is the things that fill you up, that fill your cup? Okay? Spirit really wants you to focus on that. Oh, I just dropped my Palo Santo. Interesting. Maybe it's also going to be powerful to use some Palo Santo and do a little energy cleanse to cleanse your space, to cleanse your home so that you can feel a new energy being brought in. But anyway, Ace of Cups being reversed. What is going to fulfill you? And also, this is about releasing emotion and being comfortable having an emotional release. That is totally okay. And Spirit also wants you to know that that's beautiful. It's beautiful for your healing to do so. But then also don't get stuck in that phase either, because sometimes we can get stuck doing that and we don't know when it will end. But sometimes the best way to move forward from those things is to come back to what fills me up. What are those things that make me so happy? So, bringing those back into your life. We also have the World being reversed. This one is a reminder that we are literally on the precipice of change. We are literally on the precipice. The World is the last card in the Major Arcana in Tarot. And so you're on this last step before this huge transformation and this massive new beginning. Okay? And this can also be when we are like, we're needing to like just continue forward in order to overcome it. So there's a message here as well. Don't lose hope and don't lose sight of what you really want, because you're almost there. You've literally done 99% of the work. So let's just keep going to get that 1% even more. And I just see, I see so much positivity for you. And I see like it's literally, it can happen as soon as starting tonight for you. Literally, like I'm feeling like it's so soon. The happiness can start pouring in, but it's like focus on what fulfills you, because once you fill your cup and you have all of that energy, that's going to be the moment where things start growing, things start flourishing. It's going to be so much easier to take that last bit of action to really start to see momentum moving in the other direction. I just feel like, oh my God, you're like a train that was like moving in a certain direction, like for quite some time, but now it's like slowing down and it's about to start moving this way, the way that you've been wanting it to go. It's like you've been trying so hard to redirect the energy to create more happiness, to create more joy. And it's like maybe you've been feeling a lot of resistance in that because the train, like you were trying to slow down this like really fast moving train, and now it's like it's just slowing down because of all the work you're putting in. So don't give up now, because it's like whoop, and it's just about to start like zooming forward. And the change that you're about to make is exponential. It's exponentially going to start moving faster and faster, and it's going to feel easier and easier to move it in that direction. The hardest part is when we're like slowing it down and we're like, oh my God. But then all of a sudden it's like, whew, and then things really start moving. They gain momentum so fast, and they gain momentum exponentially. So Spirit's giving me that image in my head. So let's see what else we get for you. My group twos, we also have Death. Oh, I love that this card came up for you. Death is one of the best cards in tarot because it is the shedding, and it's so perfect coming up for you. It's shedding your old skin, the old things that you no longer want to carry with you, the old things that you no longer want to hold on to, the old aspects of yourself that you're just like, I don't want to be that anymore. I don't want to continue going through that and feeling that way anymore. This is the shedding of that old you, because there's a whole new you coming out. Ah, and this new you is productive, focused, but not productive in the sense of like feeling restriction or feeling resistance. This is the productive that's like, oh, I'm excited and I'm seeing the progress, and this is so much fun because every time I do something, I see results, and this is so fun and I want to keep going. Like that is the energy of the Three of Pentacles upright. It's like, ooh, oh my God, do you see that? And it's also like having people around you that are also there to help you and support you and celebrate you along the way. And this Death is going to be so beautiful because it's the release of all of this other stuff that, you know, it's over. You've completed that. You've overcome that. So we also have Lovers being reversed. So yeah, you are absolutely having a split. There is a split happening. Ooh, and I'm also feeling, oh, this is interesting. I have this interesting feeling like this is two different aspects of yourself, and you almost feel like shedding something that no longer feels like you. It no longer feels authentic anymore. This can also be taken literally. Maybe there's somebody in your life that you're also feeling this split from, and maybe you're like, okay, I don't really resonate with that person anymore. I'm not really like, you know, this could be a literal split from somebody. But also something that I'm feeling in the Lovers card is like this split from like an aspect of you that you're like, that's no longer me. Just like when we were talking in this Death card, it's no longer you, and you're no longer wanting to wear a mask. It's like you really just want to be authentic. You want to be yourself. And I'm also seeing you splitting from things that don't resonate with the new you, with the new vision. And I think, oh, it's gonna be so liberating. Ah, I love it. So let's go ahead and dive into some more cards for you. We have one coming out way fast. We have Passion. This makes so much sense. Passion. This next phase for you is going to be full of passion. I can promise you that. This next phase is full of passion. And the new things that you're going to be doing in life are going to evoke more passion. Your life is about to just get passionate. I can tell you that. Your life is just about to get passionate because you're going to be focused on things that fill your cup. The momentum is now moving in this direction as you're doing all these shifts, as you're putting in all of this work. And it shifts in the most beautiful way. Like, wow, my group twos, I'm so excited for what's to come. Also, it's interesting that we have Amethyst on your group because Amethyst is the crystal of royalty. It's at times in history been worth more than diamonds. So this is a reminder that you are so worthy of your desires. Amethyst reminds us how worthy we really are, even if we haven't seen our worth at times, even if we question our worth at times. It reminds us, yes, you are so worthy. That is an energy of Amethyst. It's also a crystal of getting rid of negativity, and it helps us detoxify our life. It helps us detoxify our emotions, our thoughts, and it also is great for breaking habits and being able to let go of things that are no longer serving us. That is what Amethyst does. That is the energy that Amethyst brings. And it's really interesting because also when I pulled out the Ace of Cups here, it kind of almost has like an amethyst sort of hue going on. And I just feel like you're surrounded by a lot of purple energy right now, which is the awakening of the crown chakra, which is all the amethyst energy that we were just talking about realizing your worth, seeing how high you really are and that your potential is limitless, and also detoxifying, letting go of anything that no longer serves you, negative thoughts, other things. We also have the card of healing coming through. This one makes absolute sense. You're going through this beautiful era of healing. I got goosebumps again. I've been getting goosebumps through pile number 2 through the entire reading. I have massive goosebumps all over my arms. Oh, and they just went down my legs. My goodness, you are entering this era it's so beautiful. We have angel number 33 following you, 3 of Pentacles. You are the one card group that had 3 of these cards. So the number 3 is going to be following you around. If you see the number 3, it indicates planning and opening up, networking, collaborations, opening up a new phase. It's also, 3s are an energy of celebration and love. So that is what we have here. Let's go ahead and dive into our next deck of cards. My group 2s, what else do we get for you? Let's see, my group 2s, what else do we have? Guidance from Spirit, lost compass, getting back to integrity. When you have felt lost, even if you still do right now, you are absolutely in the midst of finding your direction. It is going to become so clear, so plain, so obvious, and you're getting right back on track. If you felt like your life was like all over the place and you're just like, wait a second, that's not the result that I was going for. This is all of a sudden going backwards. That's not what I wanted. Like if it felt like all your action all of a sudden was like backfiring, that's the energy of like the lost compass. However, you are getting back to integrity. You are getting back into alignment. You're filling your cup. All of this was meant to be. And I promise you, on the other side of this, you're going to see exactly why these things happened. They were teaching you something, and it's going to make sense later on. And I know sometimes it's like hard to hear that and we're like, oh, sure, it's gonna make sense later on. But I promise you, this is something that's gonna make so much sense later on. And the action that you're taking is gonna have exponential results in giving you proper results for your action. Instead of being a lost compass, you're going in the right direction and getting the results that you have been seeking and that you deserve. Okay, all of this, what was happening was meant to redirect you and was meant to teach you really important lessons that, again, you will see, it will make sense later on. And yeah, you're getting right back into integrity. You're getting right back into alignment. Even if you felt lost in life and maybe you were kind of like, I don't know what to do from here on out. Maybe certain things have felt confusing. They are not going to feel confusing much longer. I can promise you that. You are getting right back into alignment, right back into integrity. And then, okay, so refusal of the call as well. So another aspect of some of the guidance is like, maybe you weren't allowing yourself to dream because of what you were going through, but this whole shift that's going to be happening is going to align you back to this energy of like, oh, I can dream again because I know that it's going to work out for me. I know that I'm now in a place where I'm moving forward. Things are moving forward, happening exponentially. Things are, they're all in the right direction. And that's going to be the time where it's like you're really able to move forward and get your dreams back in alignment. Okay, rather than feeling like your dreams are being thieved away from you. That is not your destiny. I promise you, you are not meant to have your dreams thieved away. However, we all sometimes go through these like dark nights of the soul, these challenges of climbing the mountain, and it can at times feel really tough, but the universe will never give you something that you cannot handle, and everything that comes into your life is actually serving you. And I promise you this was serving you. Again, you're gonna see it later on. exactly why, but you're right at the end of it anyway. So you can have relief in just knowing that you are literally at the closing chapter of all of this. And it's just, you're going to start seeing these results. You're going to start seeing momentum. And there's a bunch of great energy coming through of just healing, passion being awakened, all of this good energy being like thrown back into your life as you keep your heart open to the magic that's around you. Magic is happening. Okay, so let's get any last cards on this group for you. We're gonna shuffle these ones here and let's see, my group 2s, any last messages? I'm seeing a positive mindset. We also have the Prophet. I feel like this is saying believe in yourself, believe also what you're hearing. That's a message coming through. Don't doubt it. Maybe it's easier to doubt things lately, but you don't have to doubt this one, okay? We also have the Word, and we have White Buffalo. White Buffalo is a very like positive card when it shows up. It's like a card of like a good omen, and also being able to get the help that we need and to find healing. And also the Word coming up, I feel like there's so much magic when it comes to also your thoughts and the regular thoughts that you're thinking. And maybe you've also been doing scripting, like this is reminding me of like writing down what it is that you desire. The things that you've been writing down, they are all in the accumulation process and the building process. And you have been building them. And Spirit wants to tell you that. And I feel this like huge energy right now that's actually such a beautiful energy, and Spirit really wants this message to sink in right now. The work that you've been doing towards these goals, it has been making progress. Even if you have not seen that progress, or you haven't been able to fully realize what that progress has been yet, because maybe it's like it hasn't shown like a physical sign yet, or maybe it's again being very elusive in some way. Spirit really wants you to know that this entire time there has actually been massive progress, and your Spirit team is literally like, I see them right now clapping and cheering you on, and it's like I can almost feel like their emotions being like so proud of you and being like, no, like this entire time, like maybe it's felt like you haven't made progress, maybe it's felt like you've been hitting your head against a brick wall, but you haven't. The universe has been hearing you and has been moving things in your favor to bring you exactly what it is that you need and desire. And all of the, like, Spirit really wants you to know so much progress has been made. You maybe don't see that from where you are, but literally so much progress has been made. So much. And again, you're going to start noticing that exponentially because you're at the end of this current phase, and you're going into this like momentum phase, this receiving phase, because you're done the learning phase. The learning phase, Spirit wants you to know, was the most important. And you're like literally basically done that. Even if you're kind of like, huh, what even happened? So much happened. It will literally make sense later on. You have a very strong Spirit team by you right now, my group 2s, a very strong Spirit team. There's specifically also a very powerful woman that has been, she is like almost this grandmother type of energy, but she's like a young grandma. Why is she like 30 years old? I don't know, but she gives off a youthful energy, but she also has so much wisdom that she comes across as this older lady, but she's been helping you so much. And she's like, oh, I know how powerful you are. I know how powerful you are. And there's times where you doubt yourself, but she's like, I've never doubted you for a second. I know how powerful you are. I know you got this. Like, she's just so determined, and she's also so proud of you and also cheering you on. She's like, you made tons of progress. So like, don't discount that. And again, even if you don't see it right now, don't doubt in that, because Spirit sees it. And Spirit knows the bigger picture here. And you are literally at the precipice of accumulating and getting to that very tip where all of a sudden, again, that train is zooming forward. You are receiving. All of a sudden, the compass, every action you take gets results. And it gets physical results. The results that you've been getting lately, Spirit wants you to know, have been about lessons. They've been integrations. They've been shifts within you. And sometimes those are like the hardest for us to see, But again, you will see them as you start moving forward and start seeing like, oh wait, yeah, I did change a lot. I did do a lot of work. This was actually freaking great. And yeah, anyway, you will see what I mean as you get there, because I feel like all the words that I can say right now won't even fully encompass the energy that I feel behind this. And like, yeah, anyway, it's going to be amazing. Just you wait and see. It's going to be beautiful. The things that are coming into your life, it is going to be magical, fantastic, and great. And that's what I can say. I wish there was more words that I could use to describe exactly what it is that I see, but those are the words that we have for now. And thank you so much for joining me here for today's video, my group number 2s. That is Spirit's guidance that is meant to find you. Right now, I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 3s, if you chose this pile, this is gonna be your guidance from Spirit, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, my group 3s, I'm getting this message like, those of you who chose this pile are wondering like, who am I supposed to be? What is my purpose? Or what am I meant to do going forward? Or, you know, there's sort of this energy of trying to figure out who you are and what you're meant for. And the cards that we have here is, you are an extension of the universe itself. Stardust runs through your veins and galaxies swirl in your soul. Many things had to align for you to be here. The fact that you are on this earth right now is an utter miracle. So if you ever feel like, oh, maybe I'm not meant for that much, or, you know, what is my purpose? Do I have a purpose? Yes, you do. Oh my goodness. Also, sorry for the saw noise outside. They're going to be doing construction in this neighborhood for a little while. They're like fixing a sidewalk. But anyway, so you are an utter miracle. Everything, so many things had to align for you to even be here. You have such divine purpose. You have such divine energies going through you 24/7 all the time. And that's one thing that Spirit wants you to know going into this reading. We also have the Knight of Swords being reversed. This can be where, yeah, we are wondering what our direction is. But one thing that Spirit wants to remind you of is that you are infinite. You are infinity. You are part of a divine miracle of life. Your path is whatever it is that resonates with your heart, that resonates with your soul, that lights you up. What are the things that you love in life? Because that's what you're meant to move towards. That's what you're meant to create, and that's what you're meant to do. There's not some like divine already written thing by the universe that says like, you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. Your soul has its own callings, has its own interests, has its own dislikes, because that's your inner guidance system that tells you where to go and what to do. And let me tell you one little secret, like most people don't really know exactly what their purpose is. Sometimes we watch movies and they're like, oh, my purpose is so clear. My purpose is to like defeat this person and save this thing and whatever. But like a lot of us, like, our purpose is much more broad than that. It's much more big. It's much more open. And we get to define that as we go. So like, what lights you up? And even if you don't know the answer to that right now, one of the most beautiful things about life is exploring that question, you know, and continuing to explore that question, because maybe you knew what your purpose was a few years ago, but maybe now you're like, well, now I don't know anymore. That's okay too. All of us are always evolving and changing, and sometimes our purpose changes too. Sometimes we're led in a new direction, we're guided in a new direction, and that's totally okay too. And the Knight of Swords, when he comes up reversed, is the reminder that you don't need to rush to find the answer. You don't need to rush anywhere. You can just enjoy. So what do you want to do today? What do you want to do right now? What lights you up in this moment? What would be so fun for you? Maybe just the aspect of exploring different hobbies, exploring different things, and realizing like you can do anything. You can. And I feel like that's one of Spirit's biggest messages for you right now. And it's interesting we have Citrine on your group, because Citrine is a crystal of opening your radiance. It's also a crystal of enhancing your confidence and enhancing the ability to take action and to bring abundance to you. It's the reminder that you can do, be, and have anything. Citrine, the color yellow, is very connected to the sun, and the sun is all about radiance, confidence, magic, taking action, manifesting, creating. It's a very creative type of energy. So this is like your message right now to step more into that, and also realize it doesn't need to be fully defined right now. It can get defined as you go. The Devil card coming up is also really interesting, because the Devil is when we are attached to something that we're like, I don't know if that's good for me. I don't know if I'm supposed to be attached to that. And it's also an energy where there's things in our life that maybe we feel restricted by. So these could be things such as limiting beliefs. You know, maybe we feel like we can't find our purpose because every time we think about something that we would want to do, maybe we were raised with a belief of like, that's not possible. You can't do that. That's not practical. That's not realistic. That is what the Devil represents, is things that oppress you or take away your power or make you feel restricted or restrained. The Devil can also indicate things such as people in our life that restrict us or restrain us or hold us back. But the Devil is the reminder that it's an illusion. You are never at the reins of somebody else. Somebody else doesn't actually have control over you. You're a sovereign free being. You can do, be, or have anything. But sometimes we feel trapped by other people because we don't want to disappoint them. We don't want to create conflict, you know? And so it's an illusion that we're ever actually trapped by something. Even things such as limiting beliefs. It's a belief, right? Because nothing is necessarily impossible. We've been doing the impossible all the time. There's people who make their dreams happen all the time. So who says you can't do that, right? You know, you are an infinite being. You have stardust and galaxies moving through you just like everybody else. You have all the power within you. You have everything. You have life. You have consciousness. Therefore, you are just as worthy and just as capable as anyone else to break free and to build the life of your dreams. But Spirit also is trying to let you know that those things that you currently feel restricted by or held back by, all of those things are an illusion. You don't need to stay held back by those things. If you are currently in a relationship that's controlling and it doesn't feel good, you don't feel free, you don't feel yourself, then that's probably not the relationship for you. That's also the message of this card. And so sometimes we have to realize, like, wait, that's not actually what I want. I don't want to feel that way. That's not the path that I want in my life. And the Devil reminds us that we can take back our freedom at any moment, but we have to let go of the fears that might come through that, right? We have to let go of that. We have to have the courage, and that, you know, we have to find that inner power, that inner confidence to break free from that. And then that's where we call our power back. So diving into another card, we have the Emperor being reversed. Oh my gosh, my love. Oh my goodness. So another message coming through. You are the Emperor who at the moment might not be realizing their own power, but you have the power to sit in that Emperor's throne, to be that divine creator of your life, to create any purpose that it is that you desire for yourself. But when the Emperor is reversed, he's kind of he's like, no, I don't deserve to sit up there. I don't deserve to be the Emperor. It's like the person that doubts themselves too much, that takes off their crown and revokes their power. But you can reinvigorate that. And you deserve to reinvigorate that. You deserve to also be the balanced Emperor, because you know what? Everyone has the ability to create and manifest the life of their dreams, but it's up to them to break out of those limitations, to also see what's possible, to see their own inner potential and power, to step up into that Emperor position. So again, this is your guidance from Spirit right now, is that you are capable. You are so much more capable than you give yourself credit for. So as you begin to uncover more of that inner strength, that inner power, that inner belief, you will start opening up more of the potentials that open up you to the magic of life, that make you realize, like, ooh, I can enjoy life because I can pursue a purpose that actually means something to me, that actually aligns with me, that makes me fall in love with life, that makes me love living life, that makes me love waking up every day. That is the beautiful energy. Okay, we also have Queen of Wands being reversed. Yeah, like the Queen of Wands energy, she's in her power. She loves life, and she also is not afraid of conflict. The Queen of Wands, if somebody ever told her like, hey, you can't go start your own clothing line, she'd look at them and be like, who are you to tell me what to do? Like even look at her stance, her type of energy that she exudes. This is within you. If you even at the moment are inspired and really look up to like people that are in that phase, this is a sign that that exists within you and wants to be awakened within you. Anytime you admire something in somebody else, it's an aspect of you that wants to be realized and awakened. It's because it exists within you. That's why you resonate with it, because it exists already within you. Okay? Or if you're on the opposite side of the spectrum where maybe you look at those people and you think like, oh, who are they to want that? Who are they to think that? Realize that that's actually a trigger, because it might be something that you actually deep down want, but don't feel like you can have. And therefore it creates a trigger like that. But once you get rid of that limiting belief, right? Once you unchain yourself from that, all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, I can have that too. Therefore, when I look at that, ooh, that's all of a sudden really inspiring, because I'm allowing myself to pursue that. I'm allowing myself to see that I'm also capable of that too. So one thing Spirit wants to remind you of is like, you have this within you. You have this success and this ability to achieve, and this ability to be this like sovereign, powerful individual who is the creator of their own life, who has that inner power that, you know, you can stand up, you can be assertive. That's the energy that I feel like wants to come out. Anything that you admire in somebody else exists within you too. In fact, I'm going to keep her upright for you to be a reminder of this is inside you. This is literally inside you. And it's okay to live life for you. We all are individuals who should be living our life for us, not for somebody else, right? So next card, we have 9 of Swords. There could be different things that have like kept you up at night, different thoughts, different worries, or other things that are maybe clouding your ability to pursue what it is that you really want. This could be other people's opinions, or this could be fears about what could happen, what could go wrong along the way. But is that actually serving us to overthink that? What if things go really right? What would that look like? If we can put more of our energy towards that, we'll have more wisdom and information to actually make that happen. The more we think about something, the more that we create the neural pathways in our brain that can help us achieve that particular thing. So when we overthink, let's overthink about abundance, let's overthink about the goodness. And then we rewire our brain to be more prepared for that, and also more wired to be able to be in alignment with creating that. So that's an interesting little side fact there. So yes, guidance from Spirit is let go of the negativity, because when we overthink and we overworry, it doesn't actually serve us. It creates more stress, which causes us to act more from a place of stress. And it doesn't allow us to embrace the goodness that's there. It doesn't allow us to easily navigate through situations, even if something negative does happen. Usually when we're in that place of stress, we don't handle it as well. So if we're able to think, we're able to prepare, but we're also able to be smart enough to not overthink and to just bring our mind back to peace, be aware of our thoughts and be like, oh wait, I'm overthinking right now. Let me let go of that, and let me also realize that that's all in my head. It's not existing right now. Therefore, let me come back to the present moment. Where am I right now? And how can I keep navigating from the present moment so that I can stay present and also be in more control and be at more peace, to be within my own strength? Like, look at the difference between, let's see if you can get your own epiphanies here too by looking at these 2 cards. So if you see the person behind here that's like crouching, holding their chest, holding their knees into their chest, versus the Queen of Wands. If you place these 2 people in the same situation with the same problem, what are the different ways that these people will handle that problem? And who is more likely to overcome that problem easier, right? These two different energies. And of course, all of us go through times like this. Even Queen of Wands sometimes has days of feeling like the Nine of Swords. So I don't want you to feel bad for that. Even Queen of Wands goes through days like this. However, she predominantly resides here because she knows, like, oh wait, I'm just overthinking right now. This is not actually existing right now. Let me step back into my power. Let me move forward and do something about this. So, yeah, anyway, I just want you to know that it's okay. All of us go through these Nine of Swords days. All of us have that. But when we can shift that focus, when we can be aware of it, that's where we can gain control over it rather than it controlling us. So let's see. What else do we get? My group threes, your guidance from Spirit today. You already have Queen of Wands inside of you, and I feel like Queen of Wands already exists very powerfully inside of you. And yeah, I just feel like flipping a switch will allow you to tap into her more, into that Queen of Wands energy, which is all about, if you don't know what the Queen of Wands is like, she is assertive, but she's also fun. She's full of laughter. She's full of the zest of life, and she does things that are pleasurable for her. She follows her purpose because she's passionate. She's fiery. She allows her wild side out, and she's not afraid of confrontation. She's totally okay with it. If somebody disagrees with her and is like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that with your life, and she's like, well, I like this, so I'm going to keep doing it. So, okay. You know, she doesn't take herself too seriously because she's able to like humbly laugh at herself. She's also able to like have fun with life and be easygoing, but at the same time, she is determined. She's fiery. She's fun, and she's assertive, and she's just like, you know, she's the combination of all of that, which is such a beautiful balance. And I just see that you have that in you, and it wants to be awakened. So we also have Justice coming through, bringing justice to a situation. This is a card of finding truth. So what is the truth? The truth does not have to be repression, restriction, limitation. The truth can be expansion, fun, laughter, zest, passion. It can be all of those things. So which one are we going to live by, right? Ooh, I got goosebumps talking about that. I feel like Spirit, yeah, Spirit's guidance is calling you to see your power and awaken your power. You are such a powerful individual. So, and I also see that you're going to be discovering so much more of your purpose as you just step away from limitations or limiting yourself or not thinking that something's possible for you. As you step away from that, I think you're going to realize so much more of your purpose, and it's going to become so much more clear. And you're going to feel so much more whole and complete as you honor what it is that you actually really want, rather than feeling bound by a destiny that you don't even want to live. Rather than feeling stuck because it's like, oh, well, I already started that path, so now I'm stuck to it. No. No, 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 no. Let's bring justice to that. You don't need to stay stuck there. Bring justice to your own dreams, to your own life. That way, you're going to live a life of completeness, feeling whole and complete, and you deserve that, my group threes. You absolutely deserve that. That is the life that is waiting for you to grab hold of it through calling back your freedom, your sovereignty, doing the things that make you feel more powerful, that make you feel more confident, that step you more into who you're meant to be. We also have the card of darkness. So darkness can sometimes indicate when we still don't know what it is that we want. There's something that's still left in the dark. Maybe we're like, but I don't know what I want. How do I free myself to live the life that I want if I don't know what I want? If it's still unknown? Well, that's the beauty of exploring. So explore new things, try new things. And then we build new interests. We expand ourselves. We see like, oh, I like that actually, or oh, I don't like that. You know, explore. Bring light to it. Every time we try something new, we bring light to an unexplored dark area of our life. That is how you illuminate the darkness. That's how you get your answers. That's how you gain clarity. So bring light to it. Try it out, and all of that. Also with the card of darkness, I feel like you're a really good individual that doesn't want to disappoint other people. That's something that I'm really feeling very deeply here. But the thing is, all of us are responsible for our own happiness. That's a message that Spirit wants to bring you. All of us are responsible for our own happiness. You are not responsible for making somebody else happy. And your life should not be the reason why somebody else is happy, right? If you're happy, that should be why somebody else is happy for you, because you're happy. Your life, you are not some like sacrifice for somebody else, right? Like, for example, your parents. If your parents really had your destiny figured out for you and maybe that's not what you wanted, your life, you were not born to live the life of their ideal and their dream. That is not your soul's purpose, right? You are here to live life for you. You're your own individual. You were not made for them. You were not made for anyone else. You're made for yourself. You're your own individual. So anyway, Spirit really wants to remind you of that right now. If you're ever scared of like disappointing somebody else, they're responsible to be happy on their own. And if you're happy, that should be the reason why they're happy, is because you're happy. But if you're not happy, how are you supposed to make them happy? And that's just if that's going to be, if your unhappiness makes somebody else happy, that is not, that's a toxic situation. That's not good. That's not fair. That's not, no. So anyway, hopefully there's some realizations there. Hopefully there's some epiphanies there. Yeah, anyway. So let's see, what else do we get for you? My group 3's other guidance messages from Spirit. We have adaptability, adapting to a new world, a new life. Oh my gosh, I see you fitting in so much better. As you step into what you want, as you explore what you want, oh, I see you're going to adapt really fast. I see that it's going to be more natural for you. It's like, oh, this is actually easier than I thought, because you're entering it from a place of passion. You're entering it from a place of interest, and all things become easier to learn. All things become easier to do from that space. We also have Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. So you're not too late to start anything. That's one message I'm getting from here, because maybe you're like, oh, well, I've already started down this path. It's too late to change. No, any time is the right time. Any time that you turn the wheel and decide like, oh, I'm going to turn the wheel today, I'm going to switch it up, that's the right time. That's okay. This is all part of the learning. This was all part of your journey, right? All of it's part of your own unique story. You're never too late. You're never too early. Anytime that you feel like, okay, I'm just going to make this decision today, that's the right time. Okay? And luck is on your side, especially as you follow what feels good for you, what brings you fortune. And your unhappiness is not going to be what brings you fortune. Some people tell us like, oh, you just need to get a good paying job. Then you're going to do everything right, and then you're going to get your fortune. Well, no, you don't get your fortune, because some of the richest people in the world, if they don't love what they're doing, they don't love their life, they are not happy no matter how much money they have. Therefore, they don't feel fortunate, right? So what's going to bring you fortune? Fortune comes when you follow the creation of creating the path that you love, okay? And then sometimes it doesn't even matter how much money you make, although, you know, when we follow the path that we love, we can also choose a path of abundance. We can also choose that. We can choose that alongside, like, I want to live my passions, but I also want to have abundance, so let me go make that and create that. You get to turn the wheel. You get to decide your fate. That's in your hands. So let's go ahead and dive into our last deck of cards here to get any last information on this reading. My group 3s, we have elephant. Elephants are good luck. Oh my goodness, I love that you have the elephant coming up. Elephants bring good luck to any reading. And it's interesting that we just had the luck card here. Good fortune is literally waiting for you, but I feel like it's waiting outside of restriction and letting go and calling back your freedom, your sovereignty, your own assertiveness, your own fun, your own zest, your own passion. Good fortune is literally waiting for you as you follow that. Elephants are good luck, and elephants are also kind beings. You don't have to be mean to anybody to follow your own path. You can still be kind and compassionate, be like, well, I'm gonna live life for me, so here I go. You know, like, you can be that kind, gentle elephant who's still so powerful. Like, is anybody gonna stop an elephant if an elephant is on a certain path? Like, no, nobody's gonna stop an elephant. However, are elephants also at the same time compassionate and friendly and gentle? Yes, yes they are. But they are powerful, unstoppable, unmovable. And I see that that's the energy that you are gonna be stepping into, is this compassionate, gentle, but sovereign, powerful, determined being. The seer is when we have a very powerful intuition, and you do. You have a powerful intuition. Your intuition is speaking to you all the time. Anytime that you feel restricted, that you feel negative or not so great, that's literally your intuition being like, okay, that's not the right path. That's not the right path. But anytime that you're like, wait, it feels better for me to think about letting go of that. That's your intuition. Sometimes I will say that sometimes when we think about our biggest dreams, it makes us feel really good, but then it also makes us feel fearful. Fear is an attachment of the ego. It's not an attachment of intuition, other than in some situations. Some situations such as like, oh, I'm gonna go walk into a room full of snakes. That's logically also your ego being like, no, that's really dumb. So anyway, your intuition is something a bit more, it doesn't speak in fear. Your intuition speaks in like good emotion, bad emotion. If you have a bunch of good emotion around something, but also fear, that's like the ego trying to protect you. That's not intuition. It's not your intuition saying like, that's a bad choice. And for example, if you have like your intuition speaking to you when you're doing something, you're like, I feel restricted, I don't feel good here, but maybe your ego's like, but I feel safe. I know that this will make me more money or something, or I know that this is like what my parents want. That's again, your ego versus your intuition, which is telling you this is not in alignment. Okay, so you have deep, deep, deep intuition. Your intuition speaking to you all the time. The way that you separate is separate your ego from your intuition. Your ego tries to keep you safe. Your intuition shows you what's in alignment. So those are the difference between those two different things. Hopefully that helps out sort out your own inner guidance system. Your inner guidance system is so powerful. So listen to it. It's always guiding you in the right direction. And that's what we have here. That is the guidance from Spirit for my group number 3s. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye. All right, my group number 4s, if you chose this pile, this is gonna be your reading, so let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, my group 4s. So over here we have our first card, which is everyone in your life is teaching you something. Are you learning? And then we have water the seeds of your intentions, nurture your ideas. So what we have over here, the message that I'm feeling for you is, first off, this card is really making me feel like Spirit is saying that if you are at all interested in learning a new skill, taking a course, reading a book, gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom of any kind, of any sort, Spirit is saying that that is amazing, that you should definitely dive into that. You should definitely do that, because that is going to be so enlightening and so important on your journey and on your path of growth and attaining bigger goals that you have. But another message that I'm getting for you is you're ready. You are absolutely ready where you're at. If you're wondering or still like stuck in the planning stage or the thinking stage or the debating stage on whether or not you should start something or do something, or you're waiting for the right time, Spirit is coming up with this card saying you are ready right now. You are absolutely ready right where you are. It is time to get started and not stay stuck in the over planning stage or feeling like you need to perpetually learn in order to be good enough before beginning. You are absolutely good enough right where you are. You are absolutely good enough. You have what it takes. And beginning, this is time to go. This is time to do it. This is time to shine. to take action. There is an action feeling that I'm getting for this. And right when you take action, oh my goodness, those seeds are going to sprout. They're no longer just going to be seeds. They're no longer just going to be an idea. You're going to be able to watch this thing grow, and you're going to be able to receive results. I see you starting to get real results and looking at what you're creating and being like, wait a second, I'm really proud of this. So, it's time to get started. So are you learning? Yes, this is a time to learn. This is absolutely time to gain those skills. But learning can be used alongside taking action in order to make our action even better. And we don't need to wait until we are fully masters before we take action, because there's no way we're going to be fully masters unless we take action and learn along the way. So anyway, yes, and even masters still learn all the time. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands being reversed. So this one makes me feel like Spirit wants you to know that, you know, even when you're comparing yourself, or even at times where you don't feel good enough, or if you're ever looking at what you do and you feel like it's less than somebody else, or you feel like it's not as good as what other people do, Spirit really wants you to know, like, comparison is going to steal your joy. And you have something unique to offer the world that nobody else can replace. You can't even compare your work to somebody else's, because your work is unique to you. You have your own perspectives to show or to display, or your own unique qualities that will come out through the work that you do that's going to be entirely different than anybody else, right? Everything that you do in your day is unique to you. And Spirit really has this message of stop comparing yourself. Stop feeling like you are less than, because you're absolutely not. You're absolutely not. And that's what Seven of Wands being reversed reminds us of. It reminds us of, like, hey, whenever we compare ourselves, we steal away our power, and we steal away our joy, and we steal away our creativity. And sometimes when we try to meet the standards of somebody else, it's like, well, we are our own person. We're literally never going to be like anybody else, right? We can use other people as inspiration, or, you know, gain some ideas or other things like that, but don't compare yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else. Nurture your own uniqueness. So, this is interesting, actually. This gives me a new perspective of this card. Everyone in your life is teaching you something. Are you learning? So even the people of which maybe you're trying to strive to be, or maybe you're comparing yourself to those people, realize that that is your room for growth. That is your room for learning to reach a new height. It's beautiful to be able to see, like, oh, I still have room to grow. I still have room to climb the ladder and make myself better. That's actually a beautiful feeling, because it gives us a sense of purpose, and it gives us a goal to strive towards. So rather than comparing yourself or feeling less than, realize that anybody that you look up to, you have those qualities within you to be able to achieve similar things, obviously in your own unique way. However, anytime that you're inspired by something, or you are like, wow, that's like a really cool goal, you resonate with it because it's an aspect of yourself that's wanting to be awakened, that's wanting to be realized. So our next card, we have King of Swords. This is a time to step into your power. King of Swords, he is so knowledgeable, he is so wise, and he's also confident in what he knows. King of Swords also knows that he doesn't know everything, because it's impossible to know everything, but he's content with as much as he knows, and he knows he has something to offer. He also is like, he's planned things, and he's confident with where things are going to go. So I feel like for you, whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, you've thought about it enough. Now it's time to take action. Now it's time to put those thoughts into action. Like, I'm really sort of feeling like you may have some sort of dream or idea or product that you'd like to put out, or service that you'd like to start offering, or creative outlet that you'd like to start following or pursuing. there's something along the lines of this. Also, I apologize for the construction outside if you can hear that. But I'm feeling like you have something along the lines of this, but maybe there's been this energy of procrastinating and staying too long in the planning stage because it's almost scary to take the action, but Spirit just really wants you to know you're absolutely ready. And Spirit's like, you've thought about everything already. You're literally ready to take action. You have it all together. You're at the perfect starting point. You're at the perfect starting point to just start doing and to start taking action. And you absolutely have what it takes to reach higher. But one of your main messages again is to not compare yourself. Oh, and then we have our Two of Pentacles. This can be juggling two different things. So maybe there's an aspect of your life where you will be juggling two different things in order to make your dreams happen, in order to move things forward. But this is also a card of balance, finding balance within those two different areas. And I see you balancing this out, balancing learning plus doing, balancing maybe your current support system in your life with building your new support system in your life, the new dream, the new goal. So being able to balance both of those, I'm seeing that that's going to be a big aspect of your life. Ooh, we also have 10 of Cups. If you are wondering what your outcome, what your potential is, oh my goodness, 10 of Cups is one of the best cards in all of the tarot. It talks about fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, fulfillment of a goal. And it's also when we water the seeds to see them grow, because the cups are the water. And if you look in the original tarot, even this tarot slightly has it, this card, where there's a slight rainbow. But in the original tarot, there's a really prominent rainbow. And when do rainbows show up? Right after it rains, right after we water the seeds. So right as you start watering the seeds of your dreams, you take action, you believe in yourself, you move forward. Stop hesitating, stop overthinking, over planning. And as you take action, oh my goodness, 10 of Cups, here's your outcome. You are literally on the verge of manifesting something so beautiful. This is a card of like literal fulfillment, fulfillment of a dream, fulfillment of a goal, the growth of something, of a seed that we've been planting. Then we also have the King of Pentacles. He is reversed. King of Pentacles is the card of taking action and putting in dedication and putting in the work every day and doing it and doing the physical aspect of the work. So with him being reversed, I feel like, again, it's sort of a reiteration of the message to take physical action on whatever this goal is of yours, whatever this dream is of yours. Let's make it physical. Let's make it real. Let's do it. You are absolutely ready to do it. So that is a massive message coming through here. And I also feel like you're going to see real tangible results like quite soon after getting started. Quite soon. However, remember, seeds do need to be watered consistently, regularly, for a certain period of time before it's going to blossom. But I'm absolutely seeing you getting this seed to blossom and being really proud of what you created and being like, oh my God, look at that. I need to do this more often. I need to continue taking action so I can continue growing the seed so that it's going to bear fruit. Right? Results are when we start seeing the blossoming of that seed. It has a few leaves, but then we continue our work, and then all of a sudden the fruits of our labor show up. And so there's a message here as well to continue through that path, because that's where you're going to get a physical shift in your life or a physical, tangible, real result. I'm almost seeing like Spirit saying to take action because it's the only way you're going to see this physical thing take place. And right now the King of Pentacles is reversed because it's almost saying like, you know, you don't have the physical thing yet. There's no physical result. There's no physical product. There's no physical manifestation yet from the, you know, from your idea, but it's because we need to take that action. And I'm just seeing you, like, I feel like this card is eventually going to be like this. And I'm seeing you with a physical thing in your hands that you're so proud of. And you're like, oh, I put my all into that. And I'm so proud that I put my all into that. Even when it got tough, I kept going forward and I kept putting in all the work, putting in all my wisdom to make this thing. And then you're going to be like, Ooh, look what I have to show off now. And look at how he's like beaming with excitement. There's this beam around him and he's just like almost showing off, like, look what I grew, look what I created, look what I did. And so there's a message here again, continue putting in that work because this is going to pay off. And if you are thinking about learning or studying something, absolutely it is going to be so beneficial, but you can balance that with taking action at the same time. And that's going to be what gets you to this fulfillment of your physical aftermath, the physical manifestation of the thing. And I'm also hearing that this is time to invest your time, your energy, maybe even money if that's needed and that's necessary in the attainment of this goal, because King of Pentacles being reversed can be where maybe we still have to invest more time, more energy, things like that. However, this is all coming to fruition and this is something that, yes, continue doing that. I feel like you're doing all the right things right now, but Spirit is telling me that you do need a little bit of push to tell you that you are ready. You're ready right now. So let's go. Let's put in the work, let's do the things. Spirit's saying you're doing everything right otherwise, like you're in the perfect position, you are absolutely perfect where you are, but you just need that little bit of encouragement, like get started. Go ahead, let's do it, let's take action. You're ready, you're absolutely ready. That is your biggest message and guidance from Spirit, is that you are ready. You are ready to do the thing, you are ready to take the action. This action might even deal something with pursuing love for some of you. Maybe we've been trying to work on ourselves for so long that we're like, you know, we're perpetually working on ourselves without taking action, but towards our love. Spirit is saying you are ready. You've done enough work, whether this is a work project or a dream for your life or working on yourself, self-development, or if this is working on yourself for love or trying to be perfect in love. Spirit is just saying you are ready. You are perfect where you're at. So again, no matter what it is that is going on in your life right now, Spirit's just reiterating that message. You're ready, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. Because I feel like that's the biggest thing that you need to hear right now. So yeah, I feel like these two cards want to come out. So we have transformation, and then we also have the card of union and power. So transformation, this is time for you to transform out of the perpetual planning, learning, or perfectionism. And rather than trying to be perfect, let's just make that transformation and be like, ooh, here's who I am, here's my skills, here's what I can do, here's what I can create, and let's create from this space, because no one's perfect. And people are gonna love the uniqueness that is you, right? Oh, I got goosebumps when I said that. People are gonna love the uniqueness that is you. Oh my, I got goosebumps everywhere. Wow. So anyway, we also have union and power. I feel like this is about you stepping into your power, and also the union of, yes, I can grow and improve, but yes, I can also do it at the same time, and I can also live it at the same time. I can be it, I can take action in it, I can live this life now at the same time. So the union is reminding me of that balance of the Two of Pentacles that we had coming up. And I feel like shuffling more cards here. Where did those cards just go? Where did I just put them? Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's see. My group fours. What else do we have? Your guidance from Spirit today. What other guidance for my group fours? Ooh. Let's see. We also have meditation. You know what? Actually, I get some of my best ideas, especially sometimes when I'm stuck on like what action to take or what I should do, or, you know, just in general. Meditation always gives me the biggest epiphanies ever. Like sometimes I'll get my biggest ideas and my biggest epiphanies while I'm in meditation. And I have a meditation that recently just came out. It's an 11-minute guided meditation for manifesting anything. I would highly recommend listening to that, because when I do that particular meditation, I get so many ideas and so many epiphanies on what to do. I actually did that meditation this morning before doing this video, and just had so many like ideas of like just inspiration that would come through. And I get this all the time. So I feel like for you, meditation is going to help you overcome anything or gain the epiphanies that you need, to gain the clarity that you need, meditation is just such a beautiful practice. I highly recommend checking it out and listening to a guided meditation or doing your own meditation and seeing how it can transform or help you on your journey. So meditation is another thing that Spirit is suggesting right now as a means of assisting you on your journey and helping with giving you the guidance that you need, the clarity that you need in your life. Because all of us need more clarity at all times. I always need more clarity on all sorts of different things. So yeah, meditation is one of my favorite ways to do that. Maybe you're into meditation and maybe Spirit's like, yes, keep doing that. It's like the best thing for you. So let's see. Group 4, what else do we get for you, my group 4s? We have the wall of obstacles, and then we also have mindful groupthink. This one came out for another group, and I love that this one is coming out for you too, but the wall of obstacles. So at the moment, you might feel like there's a big wall in front of you, that it's like stopping you from taking action in some way, shape, or form, but that's your biggest hurdle to get over. And I feel like you already have the key to unlocking that. And the key is just you deciding like, I'm ready. Now's the time. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to break through and I'm going to sit down and do it. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to do the thing that I got to do. And I'm going to open up. I'm going to open up. That's what you need to do. Open the lock, open the door, and just step into it. Just do it. That's why we have the keyhole right here, because the wall is not a wall, it is a door, and you get to choose when to open it. I love that they did that imagery on this card. No wall is ever a wall, it's a door, and you have the key to open it. It's your decision. So this is your time to start moving forward. And then mindful groupthink, be mindful, and also finding a group. This message has come up for so many people so far. I guess everyone needs this message along with their reading, is that it can be so powerful to have people alongside you who are on a similar path or have overcome similar things and can offer advice or guidance or support. But when you have like-minded people around you that are, again, on a similar path or have already completed that certain path that you want to be on, connect with those people, get advice from those people. As you network with them and connect with them and build a relationship with them, it can be so beautiful and so encouraging to be surrounded by those people. So Spirit is also saying to surround yourself with people like that, because that's going to like build you up to moving forward faster and to the attainment of your dreams. And I'm just seeing there's also in this 10 of Cups, if any of you are wanting to manifest like a successful family life, that is the 10 of Cups. And that one came up very strong for you, right side up. You are going to have balance. If you're worried about balancing your work life and your home life, that's going to work out just fine for you. The fact that we have the 2 of Pentacles upright and then the 10 of Cups upright, you're going to be just fine balancing those two things. And Spirit also really wants you to know that. But you can take action. It's not selfish for you to also pursue your own wants and needs alongside having a family. You can have both. That message is coming up really strong right here as well. Union and power. There's power through union. There's power through people. We have multiple messages here talking about how union and being surrounded by people and having beautiful like family or friend, partner support systems, that is where we can find so much power. There's a huge message here of that, you know, and finding that encouragement, surrounding yourself by people who encourage you can be one of the most beautiful and powerful things. So what else do we have? Spirit is definitely saying you can have both, okay? So if you're at a place right now where either you're worried about that or anything like that, Spirit is saying you can be absolutely successful at both. And I see you easily being successful at both. So anyway, let's get some more cards on this pile. Let's see what else we have going on. I feel like this card wants to come out. We have the Selkie. Let's get one more. Then we also have the Harpy Eagle. Okay, one thing I'll say is that whenever the Harpy Eagle comes up, it is a message saying to envision, create a powerful vision of what you want in your life, And then the guidance will come to help you achieve it. That is what this card talks about. Creating a very clear vision, and then knowing that once you clarify what exactly it is that you want, all the parts of the universe will come together to give you the guidance that you need to make it happen, to achieve it. And then the Selkie is when we need to shed something that we no longer want to be or no longer want to do. Maybe that is the shedding of the skin of, you know, if we have any doubts about ourselves, we can shed that, we can let that go, we can discard that. Look at her, she's even like unclothing herself from something that's, it's like it no longer resonates. I want to take that off. I just want to be my true self. And my true self, by the way, your true self is power. It's powerful. It's full of magic. You are you are the universe embodied in human form. You have so much potential within you. So sometimes we need to discard any of those things that's stopping us, like the feeling of being unworthy, or the feeling of like we need to try and be someone else because maybe we feel like we're not good enough just being us. There's a message here like you are absolutely good enough being yourself. God, the universe made you, you even made yourself unique and perfect as you. You are your own unique being who does not need to try to fit in or become anybody else, because becoming somebody else is a disservice to the entire world, because you came here with your own uniqueness to leave your own unique fingerprint, your own footprint on this planet that is unique to you. So love who you are and create that clear vision of what you want, and everything will conspire in the universe to help lead you to figuring out how to manifest that, how to make it happen. And again, you are ready. That is your biggest message throughout this entire reading. You have the key to open up that door. You get to decide when to start doing and when to start taking action. You are ready. It absolutely is possible for you, and you are ready to start pursuing it and making it happen. Okay? You have all the power within you. And meeting with like-minded people, getting to know like-minded people, unions are power, collaborations are power, networking is power. There's a huge reminder of that within this group as well. Meeting like-minded people, creating those deep connections, that is so powerful, and it will help you succeed, and it will help you rise even higher in anything that you are doing. So that is the last message that Spirit wants to give you right now. My loves, my group 4s, that is everything that we have here. So thank you so much for joining me here for today's video. You have beautiful success waiting for you, and all of the success is waiting on the other side of you taking action and getting started and making it happen. As you do that, oh my goodness, success is yours, okay? So, yep, that's what we have here, my group 4s. Thank you again so much for joining me here today. I'm sending you all so much love. Also, one last thing, Phoenix Pine resonates with the throat chakra. Use your voice. That is your last message. Use your voice, connect with others, and communicate and speak, and use your creativity. Also, another thing about the throat chakra and blue is creativity, allowing yourself to express yourself in whatever means that means. So yeah, anyway, that is your last quick little message, little side note before we end off. And again, I'm sending you so much love, and until next time, bye.